to introduce?
Sure. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Hearing Things with Julie and Brad. And we are going to talk about something just really quickly, but it is an important topic because there are definitely don't-dos on this list. And Julie will tell a good story, which will be a rehash for those frequent viewers. So it's how to get our attention. And so I'll start quickly to just introduce the topic. And so for me, I still have the high pitches. And so it's a funny story. In the data center I used to work way back when, before I had hearing aids, all the servers would be humming and the printers would be going, and so I wouldn't be able to hear very well. So if a coworker needed to get my attention, they wouldn't be able to yell for me, because that's really, speech volume is where my hearing is the lowest. So they took to whistling to get my attention. And it's kind of insulting, but I found it hilarious at the time. So right, it's problematic. But for me, the way I have really good eyesight, and so for me, just kind of come into my peripheral vision, and I'll see something move, and it'll grab my attention. I can always hear my name pretty well. I think my mom and my brother have drilled that into my head. My brain just picks up my name, even if on a subconscious level I'll hear it. But depending if you're too far behind me or if there's too much background noise, you won't be able to. So what I ask is come into my field of vision and just kind of make eye contact or wave or something and get my attention that way. And for the love of God, don't start asking me something without at least calling my name, because maybe I'll start hearing in the middle of the sentence and you'll just have to start again. And so you can call my name, and if I respond because I heard you, wait until you have my attention to start asking me the question or making the snide comment that you want to make. Mm-hmm. That's me. What about you?
Okay. Let's talk about the number one do not do.
Yeah.
This will be a callback for those of you that watched the episode with my very, very close friend and co-worker, Trisha. If you haven't seen that episode, go back and watch it. I think we broke Brad by the end because it was a lot of energy and noise and cackling. It was a lot of cackling, but it is probably my favorite episode.
It was great.
Far. It was fantastic. So go back and watch that, because we tell the story in its entirety in a way only Trisha can. But this happened in a professional setting with a coworker. We were in a meeting at a table, and this person was trying to get my attention and opted to do this.
It's just insulting just thinking about.
Seriously?
And I can't. I'm surprised you didn't slug her. I really am.
I was so stunned. Yeah. That I couldn't react. Luckily, I had Trisha to react for me. I couldn't react. It was so bad. So that's the big one on my list.
Yeah, don't snap.
The best way to get my attention, especially if you're coming from behind me, tap me on the shoulder, come around, get in my field of vision. My name isn't going to help if you're behind me, because I cannot hear a thing. If you're next to me, or if I'm a couple of people down from you at a table, a nonverbal signal like this, kind of wave in my line of vision is totally appropriate. Ask someone else to get my attention, walk over to me, those all work. Depending on who it is, there are people who I tolerate this from. The funny, sarcastic comments, and Trisha's one of them. She goes, "Hey, do you have your ears in? Or turn them up!" that kind of stuff. That makes me laugh, because of the relationship I have with the person. Right. Close friends, family members, my siblings, of course. You experienced them the other day online. That's totally fine with me, depending on the relationship. But overall, my best course of action: gentle touch on the shoulder, get in the line of vision, nonverbal wave.
So I was actually here one time, and
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Mark was cooking, and so I had only heard about this in deaf culture, right? So that you're not going to be able to call their name across the way. So they use their lights, and so Mark came in and he flashed the lights to let us know dinner was ready, because he knew that he couldn't get Julie's attention, because he knows her. He didn't know if he could get mine. Yeah, right. So I thought that was great. So flashing the lights, that's a very deaf culture centric thing. But I mean, it works for everybody, right? You're going to be able to see the lights flicker. So that's a great example.
And then just bringing it back to an episode we did previous, we're still working on accommodating each other.
Oh, totally.
Yes. I did it this morning.
Yes, you did.
I was ranting all the way down the hallway, and you were ahead of me, and I'm like, he doesn't hear a thing I'm saying right now. We know better. But how do I get your attention? Probably.
You just come into my field of vision.
Yeah, we're probably always in each other's line of vision anyway, because we're certainly not yelling each other's name yet. We might
Right.
get
I
there,
mean,
but-
it's going to be shouting into
I mean,
the
I
void.
yell, but yeah. So that's it. But what's your book?
My book.
I'm just moving on. We done? Do you have anything else you want to
Well, I will say that
Okay,
if
sorry.
anyone else has ways that they would prefer to have their attention gotten, yeah, I guess that works.
Sure.
Let us know. Comment below, see what works for you guys. But that's the only thing I had. But as for books,
say? Anything else?
yeah, no, nothing.
We're
got-
done.
We're good.
We're good.
We're good. Books.
Go.
Everybody, okay? Ready for books?
Ready?
Well, wait. Okay, good. So my book is The Mouse and the Motorcycle
So much.
by Beverly Cleary. I love this book. I've read all three. So there's Mouse and the Motorcycle, there's Runaway Ralph, and then there's Ralph S. Mouse, and the S stands for smart. And so the little motorcycle here, so a little boy is lonely, he's looking for friends, and this little mouse happens to become one of his best friends. And so this little toy motorcycle is so sweet because he gets the motorcycle and the mouse on the motorcycle, hence the name. So the mouse can actually drive the motorcycle by making the sound of a motorcycle. So he's like all around the drive. It's fantastic. It's such a
Awesome
sweet book. And this is actually my copy from middle school. It's one of the few books that have lasted this long. But it's so endearing. So if you haven't read it, take a couple hours because it's a short book. Read it.
Beverly Cleary is...
Great.
If I could write a blog post even half as good as any book she's ever written, it would be amazing. She's
Sure.
just unreal. So on a more serious note,
It's like we're flipping, right?
I know, usually I'm the one with the kids' books. It's called, and we can't see it. No,
Yeah,
can't really
we
see
gotta
it.
we gotta work our cameras.
Put the thingy in the chat.
Yes.
It's called Unorthodox, and by Deborah Feldman, and it's also a series on Netflix, which was really well done.
Yeah.
So if you don't feel like reading, you can watch her story. And it's her rejection of her Hasidic roots. She was a Hasidic
Interesting.
Jewish person in New York City, and she just decided, like, she's done. She didn't want to be a part of that community anymore for so many personal reasons. And it's about her transition out of the regimented Hasidic community into managing life as an independent woman in kind of a more typical, not typical, mainstream society, I guess. Not quite sure the word to use. It's amazing, the changes that she had to make, things she had to adapt to, and what she had to figure out. And, you know, you're rejecting your whole family, your community, your religion, the foundation of what your life had been built on up till that point. I can't recommend it enough. It was really tremendous and a great read, for sure. I learned a lot. It was really, really good.
I love those books. It's fiction, right? Or is it nonfiction?
Nonfiction.
It's nonfiction.
Yeah. Nonfiction, and the series is nonfiction. And the series on Netflix was one of the best translations from book to media that I've seen. Because I read the book first and then watched the series.
Good job.
It was amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, so we'll put the links in below.
Good job. What did you say?
I said good job.
Oh, why?
Learning something.
Oh! I'm like, good job watching Netflix.
Woo! You watch Netflix.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm sure the Netflix executives would say good job because that's another subscriber.
We'll have to email them and ask. All right. Well, that's it.
Right.
Oh, find us on Instagram. Sorry. At Hearing Things with Julie and Brett. Find us on Instagram.
Find us.
So much more stuff will be posted on Instagram. That's so much fun. We have great ideas in the works. It's a blast.
We think it's a great idea. They might not.
People don't love it. So go over there because Facebook will only have going forward our videos and blog clips.
Yeah.
Instagram has all the fun stuff. That's where the party is. So be sure to follow us over there and check it out. And we are going to go and you're going to listen to my new favorite song.
Okay.
The Pink Pony Club.
Oh.
I told you about this before.
No,
My dance party this morning.
I'm not dancing,
All right.
everyone.
Yes, we are. We're going to dance.
No,
Okay.
she's dancing.
We're going to go dancing. We'll see you again.
Love me.
Bye.